we were just at the premiere, and haven't seen anyone's part whatsoever, and I just remember like Jeremy Wray pushing up a highway, and I'm just like, they went through so much trouble just to film this video. And like,
we started working on Jeremy's idea, but we didn't really know what to do, and he's like, I have this great spot where there's a rock, that's actually shaped just like a quarter pipe almost, out in the middle of the desert in Utah, which is like 20 hours away or something like that.
It was crazy. He knew about this from a past experience of just finding it.
When I was hiking around through the desert and I found them, I was looking at them and it really looked like you could skate on them. We came up with some spots that were between here and there that we could film just riding through, and like that's where the windmills came from, and like the big dinosaurs and things like that, all the stuff you see along the way.
We randomly take a trip with Lance Dawes and Kenny and Markovich and Jeremy and another filmer, Travis Sales. And we're out in Vegas, and it just randomly decide, hey, let's go try to finish up these scenes. Let's go out to this rock spot that Jeremy's talking about. From his guesstimation, it was only 2 hours away from Vegas. We start driving. 10 hours later, we show up in Utah, and it's pitch black. At this point, we don't even know if the thing's skatable.
It's pitch dark, so there's no reason to do it, so we had to find a hotel. We had to drive back to some weird little city.
So we come back early that morning, we hike out.
That was a trek. We showed up, hiked over an hour one way, hiking through the desert to find this little quarter pipe.
The whole time, all of us are just thinking, please let this thing be skatable after all this, We get out there, and the thing is amazing, just perfect. You can fully ride in, full roll in, like 100 feet of roll in, ride up the thing, and it took a while to really get the thing smoothed out. And Jeremy just starts cranking like seriously nice frontside ollies. It was really cool.
Now that was fun though. Jeremy got his work done. I threw up a little layback, hand plant on the rock. I like skating with Jeremy. I never skated with him that much. It was cool. He's down to go to parks and just find new spots and skate whatever. So I think he's somewhat normal when I skate with him. But then all of a sudden, the impossible.
With the roof ledge, and there are several places that I would consider strictly Jeremy Wray spots. And one of those being the roof ledge. It's a spot where we'd all seen the photos but never any footage. But when I got up to it, it was bigger than I thought it was.
Roger was filming me just jump down the thing, and just jumping to the ground onto the wooden deck below, like, kills. It's such a far drop. You can't just fall in one way. It's a double-sided ledge. There's a drop on the other side too, so if he fell backwards, he'd fall 10 feet too, right to his, to his bloody death.
That's not something you should skate in any way. Like,
just that spot, you're standing below it, it just looks amazing, It's epic.
When it came time to do the video part, I hadn't filmed anything on it, so I went back and just filmed all the stuff I'd been shooting photos of.
Jeremy went right to work, and it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, is to see someone just bat things out like that so quickly. It was amazing.
Markovich went up there, and Kenny went up there to look at it, and they're just like, you can't be serious, like, this thing ain't skatable. What are you doing, Jeremy? This is gnarly.
We got most of it in one day, and then we went back. The last thing we tried to get was the backside tail slide from roof to roof.
That's going to be so scary. That's seriously going to be so scary.
I was seriously scared watching him skate this thing.
Couldn't get it because when you go the other way, there was like an overlapping piece of metal, and my wheels would dig in until it almost chopped my wheel in half.
It's like two pieces and one overlaps the other. When he was doing a backside tail slide, his wheel was catching the edge, and it's just soft aluminum that was lifting up. It was slicing into his wheel. It actually cut his wheel in half almost.
It just got caught on it, and my board would just fly in the hole, and I'd fall onto the other roof.
Like, he's gonna die trying this. Like, this is the craziest thing I ever watched.
And I never got it, and I really wanted to get that, but we ran out of time and didn't get it.
Jeremy's a master of that thing. He found it and he killed it, It's ridiculous.
I think we just wanted to rent us like a convertible car to do tricks over at that school Pioneer, and I had done tricks over this little car that my friend had. It was like a little Austin Healey, and it was a convertible. It was perfect, and we figured for this video we could go back and just try to film some more tricks. But by the time we all got out there and the car got out there and we got it all in, it was so windy. We actually had my brother there with he's got a scooter, and he was towing me on the scooter to get more speed against the wind, and we didn't know how fast to tow each other on the scooter. So the first one, he tows me and he's going so fast. I flew over the car and I cleared it by like 4 car lengths, just flew. I get up and I'm like, man, like how fast were we going, you know? And he's like, I don't know, like 30. And like, God, that was way too fast, you know? So we start toning it down, and finally it ended up being like 17 miles an hour. If you go just 17 and I let go of the scooter without trying to pull off it to get more speed, then it was about perfect. If you try to run and push against the wind and keep trying the same trick over and over, it just wears you out. To get, you know, a few tricks, it was just easier to get towed. Well, we had been going to this triple set to try to get some tricks, and we kept going, and it's one of those things where the security counter is right where the triple set is. So you get one try and then you gotta leave.
It was seriously like a mission. Every time we go there, it was like a team and I would be hiding around the corner. Jeff would call us on the cell phone and be like, all right, security guard's gone right now. Go, go, go. And we'd all rush to the thing.
We'd run at it and get one good try. Then everyone disappear and the security guard comes out. As soon as he goes back inside, we all come back. I sneak around again and try it again. We'd usually get like 3 tries. It's hard to get warmed up because you just got to rush it and you don't get to ollie at first. You got to just go straight for what you want to get on film. You got a few of the things that way. Like we were able to get, you know, the nollie down it and the frontside half cab. Those were on days where we just rushed it. This one security guard was there every time.
Got all up in his face.
He got in my face a couple times, and you know, the first time we came there, he was like, you know, you guys got to leave. Next time I see you, I'm gonna grab your board and I'm gonna throw it as far as I can into the fountain and stuff like that.
The mad security guard still hasn't fallen for. Is Jeremy moving in position or coming closer to us? Shit.
So we end up there the very next day, and it's the same guy again, and he's so pissed.
Okay, we're gonna lock your ass up. I'm telling you guys straight. I'm not scared because I'm too tired talking to you guys. Because you don't see no one up there, right?
The guy was pissed because we'd come back there every other day.
Beef or something?
No beef. We're just trying to get a job done, that's all.
He said he was gonna grab my skateboard out of my hands and break it over my skull.
I witnessed the security guard raising up his walkie-talkie, looking like he's gonna hit him.
He would walk up with a walkie-talkie in his hand, and it seriously looked like he was just gonna try to knock me out with it. Finally, we got sick of pissing this guy off, and like I knew, like if I went there one more time, that was it. He was just gonna like punch me in the face. So we got a permit somehow, and we ended up getting the rest of the stuff that way.
It was windy that day. Jeremy could have seriously tore that thing to shreds, but the wind kind of held him back.
I tried to get a frontside 360 at the end of the day too, and the wind was just too much. It was like later on in the day, wind just comes through that place like a little tunnel between all the buildings, and it's so hard to get the speed. That was the only day we had, so I just had to keep trying to make it. Just wasn't happening, so finally I just threw in the towel and called it a day.